Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, you see, it started about 3 weeks ago. Strand had just launched, and we, being the ambitious content creators that we were, made a video talking about everything you could grapple. Or so we thought. First things first, this is a continuation of our last grapple video. After you're done watching this one, go check out that one if you somehow haven't already. And just like the last time, I will rate each grapple method on a scale of 1 to 3 stars, with 1 being theoretically possible, but I couldn't get it to happen, like me finding happiness, and 3 being both easy and helpful, like hitting the subscribe button. Let's get some of the stuff we got wrong out of the way, starting with the Slova bomb. Even though our efforts were many in the previous video, it turns out that the giant grape-flavored zit is grappleable. You just need to be on the same team and not be stupid, which explains probably why we couldn't do it last time. It's kind of hilarious how useful this could be. It's like the Guardians version of a Cabal drop pod. Lead with an instant death and then follow with the pew pew. 3 stars. On that same line of thinking is Vortex Nova, a candidate for sudden onset grapple syndrome. Maybe. Maybe. We tried for quite a while before our ADHD overcame our curiosity, and I'm going to say no, at least not for right now. All right, as the comment section of the last video will tell you about 1,800 times, you can grapple a Lumina Noble round. It's very easy once you get the hang of it, and it could be very useful for certain environments, so 3 stars. And speaking of losing my will to live, everyone will also tell you that you can grapple a low velocity rocket. Now, I want to make this clear. We know it's possible. You don't need to leave a comment telling us it's possible. But we tried with all 3 of us for the better part of 30 minutes, and we could not get it to happen. I'm not sure if this is just because we're on controller or if we have chronic square brain syndrome, both of which are likely, but it wasn't happening for us. So instead, here is somebody else doing it. Are you satisfied? 3 stars. We again let the intrusive thoughts win and tried to grapple the Touch of Malice Blight shot. It only resulted in more sadness. 0 stars. Speaking of stupid ideas, we tried to grapple a player while their lifeless corpse sailed through the air like a limp sack of meat. And I am pleased to report that the ragdoll physics can be shared among friends. 2 stars. Gunpowder gamble grenades seem like a good candidate, right? Well, after a bit of testing, we found that, as fun as it may seem, this unfortunately just isn't in the cards for our grapple shenanigan crusade. It seems to only work when the grenade is stuck to a solid object, which, yeah, it means it's pretty useless. Is what I would say, you stupid idiots. You fell for the classic bait and switch. You can grapple the gunpowder gamble grenade, and it's sick as fuck. 2 stars because it lacks range. All right, you want to hear something even more stupider than gunpowder gambles? Smoke bombs. They have a collision. With grapple at least, which means, yes, in theory, you can grapple a yeeted smoke bomb for some insane speed and one of the coolest superhero landings in existence. However, these things are smaller than how close I am to losing my mind. So, good luck hitting it in travel, but theoretically possible, so 1 star. Speaking of maybe possible, but this will never happen realistically, you can maybe grapple a throwing shield. Again, good luck getting this to happen because we couldn't get it to happen even when we were doing our testing. But it does follow the general criteria of grappleable objects, so I'm gonna just assume we suck, and I'm gonna give it 1 star. Now, you would think despite being pelted in the face with shields for 15 minutes, we wouldn't have any luck grappling something faster moving like a blade barrage knife instead, right? And you'd be wrong. We got it on like the 2nd try, which further irritates me that we can grab this, but somehow we still can't grapple a freaking rocket. It's incredibly unlikely, but if you can get it to happen, more power to you. 1 star. Warlock's Needlestorm Super. This one you're just gonna have to take my word for because we saw it happen in this video right here in a spicy clips, but just like many things on this list, making it happen consistently requires either incredible aim or incredible luck, both of which I don't possess because I'm a Destiny YouTuber. So again, possible, but extremely unlikely. 1 star. Speaking of terrible ideas, you can grapple tether shots. But again, Good luck doing it in a real situation, and it's also likely they'll just stop and pop midair, so probably don't do this. 1 star. Remember the gunpowder gamble from earlier? It seems that its energy-based grenades are understandably ungrappleable. Ungrappleable. Yeah, that's not a word. 1 star. We tried to grapple a strand warlocks orbiting assault children, but no dice. 0 stars. Speaking of deployable explosive children, you can grapple threadlings when they are in capybara form, which is not only hilarious, but also seems to completely jank the sentient green IEDs. Absolutely useless, but 1 star. Speaking of useless, you can grapple a warlock's well of radiance. I literally cannot think of a time this would be helpful, but spinning around like a blender while simultaneously being impossible to kill is blessed, based, and beautiful. 2 stars. Dawn Blade, on the other hand, smells like a Subway yellow and brown stain and shouldn't and couldn't be grappled. 0 stars. I am confident I would have hit the Winter's Wrath blast had they been grappleable, so again here, no stars. Truly a shame. What happens if you grapple a teleporting player? Asked no one. Exactly what you'd expect to happen, replied Bungie. 0 stars. Ah, I hear you asking, but what about the more localized and finer, more sophisticated teleport like a World Line Zero? Well, actually, World Line and all other teleports like Blink and such aren't actually teleporting you. Rather, they are just moving you from one location to another relatively quickly while you're intangible and invisible. So, as you would expect, it works. 2 stars. We have found a consistent pattern for the science, nay, the art of grappleability. If it sticks to objects, if it can be shot, and it can be moved by the thing it's stuck to, it can be grappled. Again, good luck hitting a trip mine, lightning grenade, theoretically incendiary grenade, etc. in the air, but 1 star. Fun fact we found, hammer titans get completely blocked by hunter grapple points. And no, the hammers can't be grappled, truly a shame, 0 stars. If depression weren't already a pandemic enough, you can't even grapple the big Mamba Jamba hammer either. Sadness incarnate, no stars. But now for the real question. Is Bungie, a benevolent and fun-loving developer, willing to indulge the stupidest and silliest desires of the community? Or are they a vicious tyrant bent on killing fun? Indeed, is it possible to create a 12-man grapple chain? Of course it is. Completely impractical. But so is content creation as a career path, so 3 stars. Thanks for watching, everyone. I am very blessed to make silly content for you all. As always, I will ask you to subscribe if you had fun. Bless your faces, and deuces.